Comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar, dollar.
Hello and welcome to Money on the Floor. I'm here to help you pick it up. Talking about this arbitraging company. Yep. Talking about all these changes I'm seeing. I take off on vacation, I come back, and everything is different. Well, a little different anyway. So anyway, we got Apex down here. We got the main page still looks the same. You know how life is. Some things stay the same, but then deep down they're not. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what changed. Here's what changed. This thing went live. This thing's been doing great. I was playing with it earlier today, making some trades and having fun with it. Sure is a lot of fun. I don't know about you guys. You've been playing with this thing? A way to make money, I'm telling you. You can make about 10,000 Apex a day easily. Even 20 if you want to use the boost. Now I've got this set up with about as simple as a strategy as you can get. And this is actually the way to keep it if you want to try something simple. And I like simple. I like simple and I like to make money. All we got is two charts on here. We got a 5-minute, got a 1-minute. You can take a trade on either one, doesn't matter, just gives you more confirmation. Sees that you're going in the right direction on the 5-minute. You can take the trade on the 1-minute. You're going to get a much easier entry here. Basically, all it is you got a cross of the moving average underneath, and you're going to trade it down until it crosses above or until it changes color. Now, if you do the change in color, it'll mess you up because you'll get out here. Then you'll get back in. Or you can see that it's over here that in the 5-minute that it's still going up. So therefore, you stay, as long as you stay above, you stay in. And then you're going to stay. So if you go underneath, you're going to stay in until you cross. You get out from here to here. That's a pretty good trade. Now, if you would have got in here on this candle here, got a fully stayed up here, we had a close above. Next candle you would have got in. That was this one here. So you would have traded this one all the way up. You'd still be in the trade making money. Doesn't get any better than that. Still going. You can change time frames on these. It's not a big deal, but this is probably the best one for scalping. But it works great on a 15-minute chart too. Whoa, jumping all over the place. Hang on, getting dizzy. Feel like I'm in Universal Studios. So there's your 15-minute chart. Look at that big old buy going all the way up. Beautiful. And you can go back to just one chart. You can just click here and it goes to one chart. But you see on a 15-minute chart, you go below, you stay below the whole time. You never had no close above. You got to went underneath. Next candle you would have sold. You'd still be in this trade. You'd still be in this trade. Still be in this trade. That one you got out. That's a good trade. So if you got out on that one, next one you get in. So you're going to get in. You're going to get in. You're going to get in. You're still in. Wow, what a trade. So that's another way of doing it. That's a longer term. Now it doesn't mean you can't trade a small trade on here. Do a, don't have to go crazy. Do like a 10 to 1, a 5 to 1. Use the 50 to 1. I was playing with the 50 to 1 and I lost my butt on that one. So be careful. Because what happens is you have to take large losses. Now it does have a place where you can put a stop loss in, but nobody will do it. You'll let it run till it drowns you. So I don't recommend that one. Was doing great. I got up to like 20,000 APX, and I lost it all. I was like, oh my god. Thing just stuck to two losses, full power, man. Then the boost, you do the boost, and you could really lose some, but you can make some too. So once you know if you got some surety that you're going up, and you got a system that's telling you the right direction, then you can take some chances. But if not, you better be careful. But this is about as simple as a system as it comes. And I highly recommend it for anybody who doesn't know how to trade because this will keep you out of trouble. There's not a lot of moving parts. You got Heikin-Ashi candles, which tells you trend. It's probably about the best thing that's going to tell you trend. You got a moving average that tells you trend. So if you're above it, it's a buy. If you're below it, it's a sell. It's pretty simple. Now, only you take a trade when it closes, when it crosses below, and the next candle it opens, or if it's a sell, you're going to open it below, and if it opens below, you're going to sell it, and you're going to stay in until it closes above. And right here, we had a peak above, and then we had a close above. Done. And then the next one you would have got in and go the other way. That's all the market does, go in waves. Let's see if we can zoom out. You got a buy, start here. We got above. You stay in until you get up here, out. That was a good trade. Now you're below. So you're going to sell it. You're going to come over to here. You probably would have got out there. And that's still a good trade. And then you get back in. You're going to sell it till you get out of here. And then you're going to buy it. This one here you might lose. It's not very big. Yeah, but it's a 15-minute chart. You probably would have made money. It's not true. You probably would have made money. Now this one here you would have lost. But this one here you won. This one here you would have lost. But this one here you made it all back. That's what you want. The couple small losers, no big deal. If you can lose maybe you lose 10,000 if you have your stop loss on there, or you can get out. Well, let's say you got out at 10,000 and you move your stop loss down to 0.2, 10 or 11,000. Now, if your gains are 30,000, 40,000, 3, 4 to 1, how can that hurt you? You're going to have one win here. You're going to have another win. This one here will be a loss. This one will be a win. This one, let's say, is a loss. Win. Win. Big win. Big win. Bigger win. I mean, how can you lose, really? Not possible. But let's take it down to a time frame you can deal with better. Let's see. Let's go down to 1 minute. Let's see if this thing will even work on a 1 minute. Yeah, it works on 1 minute. There it is. Boom. You're in. You're out. Now, this is about as fast as you can go here. Now, this one, I don't know if you would have made any money. You would have got in, and then you would have got out down here. You're only going to make money on the big one. So the big one, you got to win, win, win. This one would be a win. This one would be a loss. This one would be a win. This one would be a loss. Probably a loss. This is a win. Loss, win, win. 1 minute is kind of hard. Now, if you put the 5 minute on, you're going to have more time in the saddle. That's what you want. I get to minutes here. 5 minutes. There we go. 5 minutes, still a little difficult to trade. You can do it. Don't get me wrong. But it's more difficult. Now let's make it bigger where we actually see the start. Yeah, see it close below. Then you're above it this whole time. So yeah, I guess you could make money on this. 5 minutes good. But I think you can do best on the 15, it looks like. Oh yeah, 15's moneymaker here. I like to trade the 15. Now the whole thing is, and it does, I've been trading it, and it does correlate with the currency market. So in the morning, 5 o'clock, you're going to have your best trades. Asian session, which is 5 in the evening, 3, 4 in the evening, something like that, you'll have your best trades. And at night, 11 o'clock, but that's when you get the big movers. Now, maybe you don't want the big movers. You don't mind the little ones. Then you want to trade in between those times, which is called the dead zone, but it still moves. I mean, if you look at this thing, it's always moving. And all it's doing is going above, below, below, above, below. And that's all it's doing. So if you can catch it right, you're in. And all you got to do is get one trade a day. Now, you get a loss, you stay in it till you get a win. You want to be above. You got to be profitable before you close out, is the idea if you want to stay profitable. So, I mean, if you come in here, let's make it smaller again. Let's take it down to a 5 minute chart just in case. There you go. So let's say you came in here, you had a winner. You might have closed out the day. But let's say you started here, you went below and you had a loser. Oh man, that sucked. You lost right off the bat. Happens to me all the time. But then you come again, you see we got a cross above and you rode this one up. Was enough money to get you profitable? It probably got you to break even a little bit of profit. And then you would have had maybe a loss. Then you would have had a 1, so you're still up a little bit. Then if you didn't get out, hopefully you didn't get out because you're still going up, then you would have the big win, and then it still didn't get out. It just kept going. You let it run until it finally closed, which was up here, and you're like, done. I'm done for today. That's all I'm going to get. Because once you're above, once you got profit, whatever it is you think you need to get for the day, whether it's 5,000 APX, 10,000, I don't know. We're all different, so you got to decide. But start small in the beginning. And then once you get that, you can start piling it up and you can start adding to your system or change the system or do whatever you want. There's a lot you can do, but this is about the simplest you're going to get and the truest because it's either above or it's below. Now, also, when you see the moving average going up, you know you're safe because it's going up. When I see this thing here, when it's sideways, that's when you want to be careful. I'm not saying you can't trade it, just be careful. It's going sideways. It could do anything at that time. That's when it's unpredictable. When it's pointing up, you know it's going up. When it's pointing down, you know it's going down. Make it small. See, it's going down. It's going up. It's a lot more predictable. Now you can always do another moving average on here and just trade the moving average. I mean, look at the count. And that's fine too. It's whatever you like to do. You throw another one on here that's bigger that you can see. The problem is it's hard to see the candles and the moving averages at the same time. So anyway, you got a lot already to float your boat here. So it's pretty crazy. It's fun. We'll get into some trading, but it's just nice to be back and say hello to everybody again. And I can't say ARB strong anymore because no more ARB. I don't know what to say. So let's just make some money. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll come back soon and stay out of trouble. Okay, bye-bye.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.